Hello everyone, this is your friend Abhishek. So today I am going to discuss an aspect of ethics which comprises what are the 7 sins of Mahatma Gandhi. Like in many times we are encountered with answer writing while writing the ethics answer, so we have to summarize in various points. So just I only wanted to speak like Mahatma Gandhi has given the 7 sins. So these 7 sins basically depicts for which every human have to abstain from. Now I am going to summarize some of the points. The first point is science without humanity. The second point is knowledge without character. Third point is politics without principle. Wealth without work. Pleasure without conscience. Next point is commerce without morality. Last point is religion without sacrifice. Now I am going to explain the first point, which is science without humanity. Basically, what does this point depicts? We have to use science in such a way that it should not exploit the humankind. So basically the main purpose of science is not the exploitation of humankind. Like if we manufacture biopesticides and if we exploit the animals, if we have to go for the nuclear energy, and if we are making various bombs by using some nuclear explosion, so we have to avoid all these things. And science we such that like it should reach like a fruit to each and every people who is living in this world. We must not to exploit the science. This is the main feature of science without humanity. My second point is politics without principle. Gandhiji has thought the politics without principle is just the purest form of social service that each and every politician was to be expected. Like we have to improve the ideas of equality, fraternity, and we have to generate the idea of liberalism, communism, and we have to move for socialization. So basically all these forms of services should be given by all the politicians. So this was the statement given by Mahatma Gandhi that politics without principle should be avoided. Like we may say in various cases nowadays some politicization is going in, like in Madhya Pradesh. So you may see such an example. Many politicians are very much interested in lobbying. Some are exploiting the mankind and some are indulged in various we cannot say anything about such activities. Third point which I am going to explain is wealth without work. Basically this is a point which is applicable if we are using our forefathers' money, if we are using our grandparents' money in the next generation, if we are making money by unfair means, if we are moving ahead by using the unfair way, and like we are making black money, we are indulged in fraudulent activities. So all these activities should be avoided, and this was the main conception that was conceived by Mr. Mahatma Gandhi. Next point is pleasure without conscience. Pleasure without conscience is basically if we are achieving the happiness at the expense of other, so it is no more than a sin. Like we are conceived with the idea if someone is doing some fraudulent activities, if someone is doing some sexual harassment, if someone exploiting others, so basically you might understand what are comprises in the pleasure without conscience. Pleasure without conscience is not just a very small concept, it may be varied to further also. It may extend to further like materialistic view, hedonism, and if we are indulged in any sexual activities like molestation and all these. So our principle is that this may provide some monetary benefit, but basically it is against the social order. My next point is knowledge without character. So what is character? Basically the character is anything that will judge you, that will move you to another level. So you have to develop the character in such a way that it may generate a point of integrity and honesty. So if I only wanted to justify my point by using the two examples, if we take example of A.Q. Khan, who was involved in the nuclear proliferation of the Pakistan program, and if we take the APJ Abdul Kalam, and his character was like that totally integrity and honesty, he was indulged in a various good activities, he has given so many things to India. So it is what? It is the character which decides your knowledge. So the next point is commerce without morality. Gandhiji has always advised to use the ethical way of practices to achieve success. Otherwise it will be considered as a sin. If you are generating wealth by using malpractices such as chit funds and using the money laundering techniques and performing some of the activities which is negative to the integrity of our nation, will never lead you to a satisfaction life. and you will never be in a happiness. My next point is religion without sacrifice. So what Gandhiji has thought for religion without sacrifice, it is basically we are very much active in the temple. But what about other places if we are not in the temple? So is this, if we remain inactive other places and if we are inactive in the temple, so this is a religion without sacrifice? No. True religion is totally based upon love, spirituality, compassion and appreciation of each other community. In the case of today's world is not tolerant. So they are using mass mobilization by using religion as a tool, and mob lynching is taking place, and these all type of activities divert the mind of the general people. So is that religion without sacrifice is followed? My conclusion is that, so we have studied the various sins that were given by Gandhiji. So this should be very much implemented in the socialization process of our country, especially in our children. Also, what is that decides the destiny? In the end, I only wanted to say Gandhiji has always said value only decides the destiny of a person. Thank you so much. And if you really like my channel, so please give me a comments so that I may improve further. Thank you so much.